There you are, darling. It's wonderful seeing you in the morning for something else besides helping me bring in flour before you have to run to work. Not that I don't enjoy seeing you then, but our time together is always too short. But at least we're making time together now. I hope you're not just doing this because I'm a baker, and obviously a baking date would be fun for me. I want you to enjoy our time together too, and I would... Okay. I know I've been worrying about that since I presented the idea, but I just worry. Dating is something new for me, so I don't know what couples tend to do. As long as you think this is a good idea, then I'll stop worrying about it. Time to shake off all my worries and get ready to teach you how to be an expert baker, like me. Come on, let's go into the kitchen. It looks clean now, but we are going to make a healthy amount of mess. Have you ever baked before? Not much? Well, that's more than fine. I'll guide you through everything. First rule, clean hands. No one wants to eat bread covered in filth. Come here. The secret to pan de Micaño is that some of my more inventive siblings, Jericho and Jade, made a more convenient way to clean your hands here. They constructed something to collect rainwater and direct it here. You push this small covering and the water just flows out freely. So, we can just rinse our hands that way. Luckily, we live in Bolivia. I'm not sure if other environments would rain heavily enough to be as reliable. Oh, don't ask me how it works. I have no clue. Ask me any baking recipe or something about children. That's where my specialties lie. Not in smart people things. If you ever come across Jericho and Jade, you can ask them. Well, right now they still come as a pair. They're twins and they spend most of their time watching over the two youngest children, or making plans for another device they want to create. They tell me all about them. I'm happy that they like to confide in me, but honestly, I don't understand much of it. It's mostly just me smiling and nodding. Now that our hands are clean, what do you feel in the mood to bake today? I'll just get some bowls for us to work with while you decide. There we go. Have you decided? Pan de coco? Ooh, that's a good choice. Though I wouldn't expect anything less from someone with impeccable taste. Now, we'll have to make both the dough and the filling inside, but we'll focus on the dough first since you have to give it a small amount of time to rise. So first, we need a small amount of water, a bit of sugar, some dough from a previous batch. I know that seems weird, but it makes the bread fluffier when you eat it. It's easier to do than trying to get foam from beer. That works too, but it's not like I have beer on hand all the time and in bulk. Stir this together for me while I get the rest of the ingredients. Flour, salt. The sugar's there already. What? Oh, yeah. I know the recipes by heart. I've been making these since I was a little girl, and for that I was watching my parents make them every day. They made the bakery what it is. I'm just carrying it on the best I can. Oh, I'm happy you think I'm doing a good job. I work my hardest to make them proud. I mean, they deserve to rest after working so hard for the family for so long. Anyway, sorry. I keep going off on tangents about my family. I get distracted easily, I suppose. You really don't mind? That's comforting. Sometimes I worry I get really preachy about them. But they're pretty much my entire life. Well, thank you for putting my mind at ease. Again. Oh, you can stop mixing that, by the way. No, it's not complete. That's just one half of the dough, and we'll make the other half now. So you can set that bowl aside and turn your attention to this one. In this one, we'll put flour, more sugar, and some salt. Mix that for me a bit while I get the rest. We need milk, eggs, butter, and a little bit of time for that first mixture to foam up. Could you keep mixing while I add the ingredients? Thank you. You're a fantastic helper. Mixing dough all the time kind of wears my shoulders down, so sorry if I make you do most of the mixing when we're together. Glad you don't mind. Your enthusiasm is cute. No, you are cute. You just have to accept it. Alright, fine. We're both cute. Happy now? I'm glad. Oh, is the mixture starting to foam up? That's good. That means we can add it in. Now you have to mix some more. You're doing great. Just keep mixing it at that pace, and I'll keep adding small amounts of flour in until it's perfect. The dough has to be slightly sticky and soft. It should stop sticking to the sides of the bowl. I swear making the dough is the most laborious part. If you think this is hard, imagine how tough it can be when we make bigger batches to sell. That's precisely why Nicole, Kuya Angon, and the twins help out here. It would be nearly impossible for one person to produce the assortment we sell by themselves. Wait, stop mixing. Let me feel the dough. Alright, it's mixed perfectly. Now, we cover it and give it some time to rise. In the meantime, we'll make the cocoa filling. Hopefully there's enough wood in the stove for that. Oh, yes. We need to make the filling overheat. Could you hand me that pan over there? Thank you. Now we can heat this up and pour in coconut milk. You can hardly make pan de coco without it. I mean, it is the namesake of the bread. Could you help me keep an eye on the stove? I need to make sure the fire doesn't burn too hot or else the filling won't come out right. Thank you, darling. I'm sorry if it seems like I'm just ordering you around. I guess I just get goal-oriented when I'm baking, so... You're sure you don't mind? I'm glad you don't. Because I like this. It's nice seeing you in the bakery. It's kind of like we're working together or something. Stop it. You'll make me get shy and blush. I mean, yeah, I have thought about it before. I don't know. The thought is nice. I'm glad you feel the same. Oh, the coconut milk. It's simmering. We need to add some brown sugar and then stir until it dissolves. Then we add some grated coconut and a pinch of salt. Oh yeah, this is all that's in the filling. Mainly just coconut. Keep an eye on this while I prep the work area for the dough. It's important to make sure there's enough flour on the table so the dough won't stick to anything. And now I need to divide the dough equally into little portions, like this and this. Does this look equal to you? That's good. Oh, and you can set that pan you're watching off the heat. It just needs to cool now. Alright, here's your new job. We're going to take all these small portions of dough and roll them into balls, like this. Then we take a rolling pin and flatten into a disc shape. Usually after that we put some of the filling in, but right now it's still a little too hot to be messing with. So we'll just get the prep work done for it. Someone looks rather eager. What's this coming from? Oh, I see. We're getting close to the fun part. Or more like the eating part. Well, don't get too excited. After this, we still have to bake them. Unless you want to directly eat dough and filling. I thought so. There. Finish my half. Are you doing all right? I don't think you're incompetent. I just want to make sure I'm not confusing you. I've never really had to teach anyone other than some of my siblings how to bake, so I get worried you'll get lost. But not tell me that you're lost, and then I'll just go on and on without realizing it. But you've done so well, so I suppose I had nothing to fear in the first place. You're a very good learner. Oh, hush. I'm hardly a proper teacher, much less a good one. Now, before you get me distracted, filling. We need to fill up each little disc with a little bit of the filling we made. Making sure we don't put too much or too little is important to proper pan de coco. Typically, I put this much in mine. I would consider it a mid-sized portion, at least in comparison to the dough. Afterwards, you simply pinch the dough closed, like so. Then you get something like this. Now why don't you get started? Just put the ones you're finished with on the wooden paddle. After we're all done, we'll stick them in the oven and wait. You're doing a great job. Almost looks like mine. You just have to work on your pinching. Yes, the pinching is important. It's an art form. Are you done with yours? Good. Then we'll just stick these in the oven and wait. There. Thank you for doing this with me today. I know I kept things rather business-minded, but I adored your company. I know I don't have to apologize, darling. but I just feel like I should. I mean, I'm not sure how typical dates go, but I'm fairly certain an ideal date isn't having the person you're with ordering you around in a kitchen. I know I wasn't ordering you around. Not really, but it feels like it. I just feel like I should have made it more fun or interesting or something. Do anything other than what I did. Oh. You're right. I'm just worrying about it too much again. It wouldn't be baking with me if I didn't act like, well, me. I guess I'm just still a little confused why you want to be around me. Hoi, that wasn't a cue for you to start professing your adoration. No, it wasn't. Blushing? I'm not blushing. The kitchen heat must be getting to you. You're seeing things. Yes, you are. I like this. I like you. Well, I'm happy you feel the same. Or else that admission would have been embarrassing on my part. I just want to do this right after all. Well, hopefully your faith in all of this holds true. Oh, the bread. I think it's done. We have to let it cool. If you try to eat it now, you'll just burn your tongue. I'm sure you are tough, but you can't simply withstand burning. Oh, if you say so. Though I'm not letting you touch them yet. If you won't keep yourself safe, then I suppose the task falls to me. Of course I want you safe. I think it would be a problem if I didn't. What would you even do if I said, no, I didn't want you safe? Oh, of course. We won't think about that. I'll just check on the bread. Maybe it'll be a bearable heat by now. I'll be fine. Don't worry. And I'm just gonna tear it in half. Nice. The filling looks like it came out perfectly. The bread is fluffy, like it should be. Would you like to do us the honor of tasting it? What do you think? Is it good? Better than good. Oh my. Now that is very high praise. Though remember, you had a hand in it too. Don't downplay your contributions. You were a wonderful baking partner. Hopefully, we can be wonderful partners in other ways as well. You know what I mean. Just enjoy your pan de coco. We'll talk about such things another time.